Hello, this is the Mwananchi radio show, The Mindful Minds, where we tell people stories, get insights on real life issues affecting you, our viewers, from current affairs to family issues and even entertainment. We go out of our way to give you all in one. Today we highlight the mental health issues. We tell the stories through the perspective of the youth, and that is why tonight we have two youths with us who are actually mental health advocates joining us for this great discourse and conversation, of course, on mental health issues. And I'll give them a chance to introduce themselves.
Thank you very much. My name is Agri Odiwor, of course, a Kenyan citizen by birth. I didn't arrive here from Jerusalem. I'm a Kenyan citizen. So I'm a mentor. I've mentored so many people, both at personal level and even in various forums. This is not a journey that I said yesterday. It started way from my high school lives. I used to even mentor my classmates in high school. And together we've managed to come this journey. And we have overcome various challenges in life concerning mental issues.
Thank you, Mentor Agri Odiwor. Let us go to the beautiful lady here joining us in this conversation.
Thank you very much. My name is Elizabeth Future Kuma. I am a mental health advocate for the last 2 years. My journey in this mental health issue has been mostly being pushed by Aline Jerry Mwingwi. She's the founder of GBV. And since at a point I went through mental health issues and she came through for me, I decided that I will also come through for other people who are facing these challenges.
Wow, quite interesting. It means I'm having on the show guys who understand what mental health issues are. Just to start this conversation, maybe someone will want to understand what you understand personally about the issues to do with mental health, and what do you think about this topic? How important is this topic crucial, mostly this era?
I think mental health is all about state of the mind. How is your mind? At which state is it in? Is it a good state or a bad state? Is your mind collapsing? So I think this is the definition of mental health. What are the challenges you're going through? How are you overcoming such kind of challenges? And as an individual, what are you doing to make sure that you overcome these challenges? When you're at your best moments, how is your mind? I think this is the definition of mental health. And I think this topic is very crucial because when you look at our society at the moment, so many people, most of the young people, are not able to overcome various mental challenges. That's why you hear so many stories now and then. People are committing suicide. This is happening somewhere. This is happening somewhere. I don't bring this to, even if you bring it to the relationships, even in campuses, even within the youths, people don't know how to handle such kind of things, meaning the state of mind is not stable. That's why unapata, if someone has been rejected and then commit suicide, what's the state of your mind? So I think that's the definition of mental health.
Quite interesting. Chuma,
Yes.
what do you think about mental health generally as a lady? Why do you even think it's important in this era when we talk about mental health?
Okay, to be honest, mental health is very important at this era, especially in the today's generation. And in the first place, I would like to explain what mental health means to me. Mental health, it is the psychological and well-being of a person. How do you fight stress? You find that in the today's generation, a lot of youths, although no one will tell or not everyone will notice about it, most of the youths are fighting mental health, and at a point I feel it is very important. We have to fight it. We have to come together, and since you find that, just as my friend has just said, that people are getting into depression and they kill themselves. Yes. That is very true. Like just the other day, we had a case that there's this guy who finished school, graduated, and he didn't get a job. Then he ended up being depressed and committed suicide. So at a point, I feel if this person received the correct guidance of his well-being, of his mental health, it could not have gotten to that point. So I think it is very important, especially in this era. Yeah.
This is quite saddening because actually we get to understand when she gives an example of maybe a job, when someone loses a job or someone does not get a job after graduation, then it brings in the societal expectation thing that the society expects you after graduation, you get a job, or maybe you get married or you get children, and if you don't have that, then that is kind of you get some pressures. So let me just get it from you that how does one strive to be mentally resilient in the face of maybe peer pressure or societal expectations?
As a human being, you must have ways of encouraging yourselves or yourself whenever you face tough challenges.
Sure.
And I'll give this as I cover various perspectives. For example, if today I approach my sister there, then she decides to reject me. I need to find a way of consoling myself. I shouldn't start, I did this, and then maybe kill her, or maybe gonna commit suicide. For example, if I approach her today, then she rejects me, I'll ask myself, kwani nini azanipatie yenye anyango ana? Ama nini akonayo mwenye mwingine ana? Then I found myself overcoming such kind of challenges.
Okay.
When it's the issue of job, as I said earlier, you must find ways of consoling yourself. Yeah, as much as we are living within the expectations of the society, we must as well understand that we are running our own races. Yeah, and therefore life is not a silver spoon where once you're done with education, there's a job that will be surrendered to you. Yeah, unless connections.
Okay.
Yeah, so you should just console yourself. You're running your own race. Okay. Yeah, it's leo japata, but tomorrow will be better. Okay. There's this person called Jack Ma, the Chinese billionaire.
Sure.
Yeah, Chinese billionaire, he said, tomorrow is difficult. Today is difficult. Tomorrow is much more difficult.
Much more difficult.
The day after tomorrow is beautiful.
Okay.
But most people die tomorrow evening.
Okay.
So before you die tomorrow evening, regardless of the situation, remember that the day after tomorrow is beautiful. And even remember that people who had it worse than you have it, and they made it through.
Wow.
Kama wao waliweza, what about you as an individual?
Wow.
Yeah, everything is figureoutable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Quite interesting. There's a friend of mine actually who was telling me his story. He's a lawyer actually. And he's been telling me that there's a student, there's a client who came to him to assist to come for assistance because this client has got like a child. This child left home and went to the university, one of the universities around. So comes from a very well-off background, this lady. But when this lady goes to school, she starts using drugs and she's into this guy. The rule is like they stay together. This lady doesn't want to come back home, stays in school, stays around school, does not go to classes. She doesn't understand, the client doesn't understand the daughter anymore. The daughter doesn't want to do anything apart from doing drugs and this guy. So how do you go about it? What would you advise even such a parent?
Okay, about that, you see about the case of that lady, okay, she's from a good family, but trust
What do you think lacks in such a family, in such setups?
Yeah, sure. But let me tell you, like, even you find 50% of the people with mental health, like now for the case of that lady, you will find that the parents, maybe the parents have, like, wamechangia sana for that ladies to have such health issues.
So what can be done to help this lady resuscitate from her?
Okay, the first thing that they should do for the parents so that they can help their own child, the first thing that they should do, they should first sit down with their child and talk to her. Okay. You know, most of the African parents, we are all Africans. Okay. Most of the African parents will never accept their mistakes. They'll always be like, they're right. If they tell you don't leave this house today, you don't have to. If they tell you I don't want you to have your phone today, you won't. Okay. So, like, back to the parents, they should sit down and make sure that they do the right thing. They talk to their child, they talk to their daughter, and understand how this girl feels. Like pay attention to that daughter, so that they can at least help her in being mentally stable and
to help it generally. You talk about a figure, statistics, that 50% of who?
Of the parents.
Okay, 50%.
Okay, 50% of people with mental health. Personally, I've been affected by, like, a family issue as affected me, but they.
Okay.
So I don't know if you get
Okay,
it.
I get your point.
Yeah.
I hope it, but I didn't get it. Sijui kama anasema most of the guys who are affected by mental health natoka na pesa. Sisi watu tujai kwa.
Oh no, that is no, that is not the point.
but
You
it-
see, no, you
okay.
see, like unaweza, if let's say you are from a poor family,
Okay.
let's call it poor.
Yes.
Obviously utakuwa na ile mental health
Ikuje vile
you
ina-
want to make it like
Okay.
you are pushing hard.
Oh,
You want to
okay.
make it.
Okay. Let me just give Agri time. Maybe we have 1 minute. Coping with the stress, because we have stress and anxiety. This affects almost everyone. You get it. There's sometimes you're stressed, a bit low. But how do you cope with stress and anxiety generally?
Yeah, Eugene, the first thing you need to understand is that we're living in a generation with people with fake smiles.
Okay.
People nowadays don't open up.
Okay.
So one of the ways in which I personally, I do cope up with my stress, one of the ways that I open up to my friends, and at times as we share these stories, we find solutions.
Okay.
Yeah, everything is figure outable. We find solutions. And even if the solution doesn't lie in the friends, it depends with the kind of stress. Sometimes I listen to music, and of course I tend to forget everything that I'm going through. Yeah, and if it's something that my parent or guardian can help me go through, also contact them. Yeah, so it depends with the kind of stress.
Okay. Thank you so much, Agri and Chuma. We're taking a very quick short break, but we'll be right back. We're going to have some music, sessions of music, and yes, let's enjoy.
So fresh.
Bro, unaweza fade in na ufade out. Watu wakinini. Si ndio?
What a waste. Ooh, Lord. A storyteller. What a waste. Baby, tumejiseti we on the highway. Tukafunga breki, tukaanza bishana, asking who is Diana, vipi mnajuana. I swear tumejibetray, baby tumejiseti, cause love isn't here right now. I guess we'll never know, mali hii story ingeenda. Tulichoanza kuja tumalize, kinachokwaza baby ziandike, punguza drama baby zitushike, washa kishada.
I don't wanna argue, kako sawa, miko sawa. Kako sawa, miko sawa. Akizile vitu tulipanga, ukanishukisha namba. Najuna misi hiki tanda, vile visa na visanga. Akizile vitu tulifanya, kamlo badilishe namba. Bado wasemanga mini psycho, bado mupiganga simu yako. Nilideletingi namba yako, lakini naikumbukanga kwa moyo. And I just can't explain, thoughts of you and me keep going up and down in my brain. And you were looking for some love, didn't care for the fame. I was looking for a good time playing the game, yeah. And now you're stuck on my lane, moving in together, baby, it was never the same. Oh, it's such a shame, kila saa tunakumbana. Lini tutaelewana?
Tulichoanza kuja tumalize, kinachokwaza baby ziandike, punguza drama baby zitushike, washa kishada.
I don't wanna argue, kako sawa, miko sawa. Kako sawa, miko sawa. Akizile vitu tulipanga, ukanishukisha namba. Najuna misi hiki tanda, vile visa na visanga. Akizile vitu tulifanya, kabla ubadilishe namba. I don't wanna argue, kako sawa, miko sawa. Kako sawa, miko sawa. nishukisha namba, najua misi hiki tanda, vile visa na visanga, akizile vitu tulifanya, kamlo badilishe namba.
Coming in. Coming in. Super.
You good?
Own your McSpicy face. Coming in. With 100% chicken breast and a spicy crispy coating, the McSpicy is here to stay.
Hello, welcome back to this conversation. It's a good, beautiful conversation that we're having here on the mental health issues. And of course, we are having Chuma and Agri the War. But Chuma, I saw you enjoying the music. Kama uko sawa, niko sawa.
Yeah, niko sawa, niko sawa.
What do you think about the music?
Okay, it's a very motivating music. It makes you feel like everything is just okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting. Bearing the fact that we're talking about mental health. I hope
Niko
you feel
sawa.
a bit more relaxed. Uko sawa.
Yeah.
Wewe uko sawa, Agri?
Kama wako sawa niko sawa.
Kama uko sawa, sawa. Kama uko sawa, tuko sawa.
Tuko sawa.
Now, as we get to this session where we're going to ask fun questions
Yeah.
about mental health questions generally. So I'll be asking you a question and then you give me an answer, but it's quite different from what you were talking about earlier, discussing earlier. So I'll start with you, Agri. Right? So the first question is, if mental health had a theme song, what would it be and why? To you, mental health. Mental health had a theme song. What would that music be? What will that song be? And why do you choose that music, that song?
Eugene, that's a very tough question, but of course I'll tackle it. But I don't know why you're going against order of nature. You start ladies first. I don't know why you're diverting to men first. But if mental health was to have a theme song, there is a musician called Lucky Dube. Lucky Dube is, for those who don't know, Lucky Dube was from South Africa, and of course he passed some years ago. I think it was around 2007. Yeah, there's a song by Lucky Dube called Good Girl. Good Girl. Yeah, I really like that song a lot. It talks of a girl and of course a single, being raised up by a single father. And in that song, Lucky Dube is saying, as a single father, I wanted to watch my good girl grow up so well. And in the process, the good girl went bad. Yeah, in one way or the other, the good girl went bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think that it should be the theme song?
It should be the theme song.
Why? Why did you choose that?
It's a very,
Girl gone bad.
yeah, the good girl went bad, but as a parent, I never wanted to see my good girl go bad. Yeah, it's those who have never listened to that song, they can now listen to it. It's a very good song. Yeah, it's a nice song.
Okay. I'm going to listen to that song. I don't know what about it. Maybe I'll get to know maybe from the lyrics that I get to listen to more from it. Chuma. Tell us, what is the theme song and why?
Okay, for me, I would go with two different theme songs. We have this song by called Depression. It's by Black Flag. Okay, when you listen to that song, okay, it's just okay. When you listen to that song, it shows you how okay you are. It makes you understand that people are having more and larger issues that they are facing and struggles than you. Then we have this reggae music called Everything Shall Be Alright. That is my best music. I love that music. It really motivates you. It motivates you, like, because let's say you have an issue like school fees, and you're stressed. You'll be like, when you listen to that song, you'll be like, everything shall be all right. You see, like,
Oh my
you
goodness.
just
If
know.
I'm going to listen to that song.
No, like, it motivates you.
Motivates you.
Yeah, it motivates you. Like, every song that I listen to, I think in this generation, leave alone like hii generation ya sasa, the gengeton, kuna zenye zina motivate. But you see, you can even listen to this song by Fireboy. It's called Champion. Yeah. Champion ukiwa hadi low, kwanza the flow of the story, ukuwa unaona uni mtu ametoka street, amegrow, like there are a lot of steps that this person have been through and a lot of things yenye amepass through and finally he has made it. So it motivates me, like music heals, like music heals. Music does everything, like music. Yeah.
So to you, if mental health had a theme song, then it will be Champion by Fireboy.
Okay, for me it would be the third one, but the first one would be the Everything Shall Be Alright, because everything is alright. Even now, even when the economy is bad, everything shall be alright eventually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everything shall be all right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, lady and gentlemen. But we have a second question. And the second question is, what's your favorite feel-good movie or TV show that always lifts your spirits when you're down? I don't know what you watch when you feel down.
Unfortunately, there's only one movie that I've ever watched, and it happened to be my favorite. Yeah, but it's called, it's very awkward. It's called Money Heist. Okay. Money Heist by someone called Professor. Yeah? Professor. You know why I like this movie? The professor is trying to tell us that everything, no matter what you're going through, you can figure it out. Yeah, it's talking from the word money heist, talking about someone who went to rob a bank, but of course was working according to the plans of his late dad. Yeah, and everything was figured out. If the police do this. If it doesn't happen, do this. But regardless of having the plans from the dad, there are some things that are uncertain in life. Yeah, that happened along the way. And of course, you had to figure them out. It's a very good, it's a series. I don't know if there's a difference between a movie and a series. It's a series, yeah. Everything is I just like how his mentality is. Like, yeah, he has a very strong mentality. And at least that I must figure it out. I must, no matter what I'm going through,
you have to figure it out.
Yeah, I have to figure it out.
Okay,
yeah.
That is your move. Let's go to Chuma. Chuma can tell us about maybe a book you've read. I don't know whether you love the kind of the guy who reads books or the guy who listens to movies. You can tell us.
Okay, for me, I'll go with the movies. Yeah, there's this movie called My Circle.
My Circle.
Yeah, it's called My Circle. Okay, I love watching action movies. I love watching action movies. Like, yeah, but for today, I'll go with My Circle. My Circle is not an action movie, but it really motivates youths. In this movie, there's this small girl. She was from a poor family, and since she was taken to a very good school by scholarship, she had that pressure that she wanted to be like other girls, so like the other students. So she was faking everything. Like, she was literally faking a life. She goes to school. She started telling people, my mom works in the president's office. All those, how fake people can get. Yeah. So the mom was given a work to be a cleaner in the same school. So she could even reject her own mom. You see, she was doing that because of the stress and the pressure that she was getting from other students. She was not being her. So it gets to this point that one of her cousins joined the same school, and she has to fight back for those students that are given scholarship. And at a point, this girl realizes that she's being fake. So the cousin helps. The same thing we are saying. We are here to talk to different people, and that is what we have always been doing outside, to help them get out of that depression that they are going through, and also fight whatever they are passing through. So this cousin helped her fight all that, and by the end of the day, she accepted and agreed that this is my mom. I'm from a poor background, and by the end of the day, I love to get home, and that is where I am from. So, like, in that movie, it really motivates very many youths. Just be you, accept who you are, and by the end of the day, whether people like you or not, at this point, you find that when you be you, people hate you. But trust me, being you is the best is the best thing. Being you and accepting who you are. So that movie has really motivated me.
Quite emotional.
Yeah, it's very emotional. I know.
I'm touched.
I'm also touched. I'm also
But kama
touched.
ko sawa, tuko sawa.
Tuko sawa.
Yeah, tuko sawa.
Wow, quite interesting. Well, we move to the next question, which is about, tell us about one of the most hilarious things that actually your brain has ever made you to do. The most hilarious thing that you look at it and you think that, wow, I think because of stress, maybe because of stress, what is this hilarious thing that maybe your brain has just made you to do?
So I remember that this day I was in campus.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Nakuru. Yeah, then nilikuwa nimesota mbaya sana. Yeah, comrade anainama. I don't even understand that. Yeah, then it happened that sikuwa nimekula asubuhi, sikuwa nimekula lunch, then around saa 10.
Okay.
A very loving aunt of mine surprised my M-Pesa with around 500 bob.
Okay.
And bro, I had to go to Madhe.
Yes.
Yeah, I had to go to Madhe, bro, and buy around 7 chapatis.
Okay.
Yeah, of course with supu ya maragwe, because the maragwe itself is very expensive. Yeah, and since I'm a lover of Sprite.
Yes.
Yeah, Sprite ni soda.
Chapati saba, supu,
Na Sprite.
Sprite.
Yeah, Sprite.
500 imeisha.
Yeah, ilisha, but bra nimeshiba that time. Yeah.
Okay, wow, quite interesting.
Yeah.
Watu wanakapitia. But anyway, it's okay. Let me get it from you, Chuma. Chuma, what has your brain made you maybe do that you think is...
Okay, for me, there's this time. Okay, one of the things that I've ever done, there's a time I stayed in dark for so long. Okay, like I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to see anybody. I just wanted to be alone. This is what had happened. I have this one friend that we have studied since primary. Her name is Sharon Mwelu Mboya. Shesa. Most people call her Shesa. She's my best friend.
Okay.
Yeah. So it happened that, wasichana uko sana, like if your friends, if I have a lady who is my friend, alafu mwingine ingililie, obviously mwenye amingililia atataka kutukosanisha, like for no reason. So it got to that point and Sharon was leaving, so nabaki peke yangu. I called her, she didn't pick my call. I was into depression because that is the only person I could tell iko hivi na hivi na hivi, because my other friend was not around. Her name is Sharon Jeru. She was not around. Okay. So nilikuwa nakaa peke yangu. I was not eating and nilikuwa tu until the day, okay, tuseme tu nilipoteza appetite. I just stayed in the dark and
Oh my goodness.
I even had to go for counseling. It was that serious. I even had to go for counseling. Yeah.
I wish I was there to give you shoulder. But anyway, it has been nice having a conversation with you on these issues to do with mental health. We call it Mindful Minds because it's issues to do with mental health. Thank you so much for opening up, telling us your stories, and giving us insights on different things around mental health issues. I hope maybe to get a time to discuss with you more often. And of course, I think we're coming to the end of this show. But I also wanted to tell you what I've done. I think one of the things I've done that my minds have made me do is to eat. To eat a lot. There's a time I ate mpaka mwenye nyumba akanishika mkono akaniambia hapana. But anyway, it's been a great one. Thank you so much, the Mindful Minds, you who is listening to us, watching us. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Mwananchi Radio Show, where we get to discuss issues that affect you, maybe social issues, and around other issues. We will be continuing with more other episodes. But thank you so much for joining and tuning in. We will have sessions of songs, and of course, thank you. My name is Eugene Kwach. See you next time.
Kukucheki anipenda yeye, nimemwacha nyumbani, yeye hajui. Baby wanichanganya, zingua maliza, mimi sijiwezi. Ni makosa baby, forbidden fruits are sweet. Naenda, mimi sitabaki. taboo. Oh yeah, wewe ni tabu, 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 wewe ni tabu tupu. Acha kunishika mkono hivo, ninahisi mengi ila ninajua kuna kikomo. Si upendo ni mchezo, uongo si tumeamini. Najaribu kumpenda niye naye, go on and let me be. And I, mimi sitabaki. Tujiweka shimoni, this is where we end. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 'Cause you're taboo. Oh yeah, wewe ni tabu, 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 wewe ni tabu tupu. 'Cause you're taboo. Oh yeah, wewe ni tabu, 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 wewe ni tabu tupu. Tujiweka shimoni, this is where we end. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 'Cause you're taboo. Oh yeah, wewe ni tabu, 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 wewe ni tabu tupu. 'Cause you're taboo. Oh yeah, wewe ni tabu, 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 wewe ni tabu tupu.